Last time on AF, with Vegeta's power being absorbed, Goku resorted to unleashing Super Saiyan 4 against the fearsome villain known as Spoitz. Today, we continue their battle. Although one of our fighters is impressed with this power-up, another trembles that there's no way this is real. What is this guy? Now sporting more of a Janemba look, the wrong'un wants to try this again, this time with his real strength. However, he's not the only one with something left up his sleeve. This is about to get interesting. Breaking out a Super Saiyan 5 form, the real fight starts now. The villain finds himself just as intrigued as our hero. With Goku and Spoitz, whose real name was not technically mentioned until now, having finally shown their full power, which one of them will be victorious in this ultimate battle? Unimpressed with this newest form, Spoitz cackles that this is all he can do. And now that he mentions it, he took the words right out of his mouth. It seems Super Saiyan 5 is actually much too strong for this battle. He's disappointed in the villain's power. He expected much more from him. If this is his max, Goku doesn't even have to go all out. But, what? What did he say? His power disappoints him! Although visibly terrified, Spoitz bellows out for him to stop with his bluff. If he only knew how many people he's absorbed. It's impossible that a simple human being can defeat him. And ignoring the idea that Spoitz knows what a human being is, or maybe this is just a blanket term for all adjacent humanoid lifeforms, the Saiyan replies that if it makes him feel any better, he can believe what he wants, but the truth is what it is. If he thinks he's lying, how about he come see for himself? Growling and staring daggers into our hero, Spoitz screams at the top of his lungs that he's going to find out right now. Having a bit of insider knowledge, Vegeta knows that the fight's nearing its end. Able to effortlessly back up his trash talk, Goku taunts what's wrong. Is that all? Picking himself up, the fiend grunts that this is impossible. As he positions himself in a familiar stance, Goku knows what this technique is. Who screeches that nobody in this world can defeat him? Does he hear him? Nobody! Final Blast! Even though already aware of how lopsided this fight has become, Vegeta can't help but let his pride speak for him. He claims he doesn't know how Kakarot managed to stop such an attack. And the bad guy He knows how bad he just messed up. He put all of his power into that blast, and this guy just stopped it with one hand, causing the Saiyan to crack a smile with an "I told you so" look on his face. Like he said, he doesn't even need to go all out in this fight. The villain doesn't know how a fighter like this exists, but there's still one thing left he can do. Our hero, Vegeta shouts, how could Kakarot be so stupid? Why would he try to protect him? Leading the Fiend to sing that that's how the tables turn in an instant. When he realizes something. This is weird. He doesn't feel any change. He definitely absorbed his energy though. Either way, it's no matter. Since the Saiyan has returned to his child form, this fight is as good as over. What does he plan to do now? Closing his eyes, Goku focuses on something, which confuses his opponent. What's he doing? Has the fear caused him to retreat back into his mind? But no, he already told him before that this battle is done, and he never let his guard down. And what does he mean by this? What? Returning to Super Saiyan 5. How did he do this? Something Vegeta's quickly privy to. It was actually Kakarot who fooled him. Little did Spoitz know, he had plenty of time to deploy a key barrier before he tried absorbing his energy. Not unlike a tactic used at a certain point in Super, but apparently unlike anything the monster's previously seen. However, Goku doesn't think he should be so shocked. He knew that it was only a matter of time before he tried absorbing his energy too. And doing something scuzzy like he just tried with Vegeta would be the only way he'd be able to do it. This causes Spoitz to tremble in anger, resorting to the speech every villain makes when they realize they've been outdone. How is this possible? He is supposed to be the most powerful entity in the universe. He had to absorb so many people to become this strong. Not being able to defeat a mere human, this brings him right back to where he started. In the past, Spoitz's home planet was attacked and destroyed by a powerful alien. He survived, but vowed to never go through such an event again. He decided to do everything he could to become the most powerful warrior imaginable. Afterwards, he threw his entire heart and soul into his research, aiming to improve his own body. But there was a limit to just how much one could modify organic flesh. This is when he came up with the idea of absorption. If there's a limit to his own strength, then the solution is to take that of others, which totally makes sense. So he ended up modifying his body over and over again, until he finally reached the final form we know today. He had thought that with this power of absorption, nobody would be able to resist his will anymore. Now he's only left to wonder where he went wrong. Of course, Goku has to pull a Goku and tell him if he's really sorry and promises to never hurt anyone ever again to let him go. And rightfully calling him out. How is Kakarot still showing this kind of naivety? At first, Spoitz seems relieved to hear this. He's just willing to let him go? That's right. There's no point in fighting anymore. The outcome of this battle is already known. But the monster only takes this as an insult. To tell Goku the truth, he wanted at all costs not to have to resort to this power. But given the alternative is to retreat in humiliation, he's left with no choice. But what does this mean? Is he really saying he's still hiding something? This is his ultimate technique. Once in the afterlife, the Saiyan is going to regret humiliating him like this. With their foe's energy surging, Vegeta wonders how he was hiding this much power. Now, all Spoitz can do is manage to grunt and snarl. In exchange for his reason and sanity, he summoned this much power. Goku admits that he's much stronger than he was before, but he won't win simply by increasing his power. He's gonna teach him a little trick before sending him to Hiffle. In a fight, strategy is very important. Let's get this over with! Tommy! Tommy! Just as Goku said, the fight is over. Vegeta immediately zips over with a smirk. Looking at him, Kakarot wasn't completely satisfied by this fight. And no, he's not. Not at all. But he did really enjoy it. But the prince quips for him not to feed him that load of bull. He was only using about 10% of the power of Super Saiyan 5, wasn't he? Who coyly admits that's true. Vegeta continues that in reality, even just using Super Saiyan 4, he could have gotten rid of that guy. But he wanted to push him to his limit. That's when he decided to break out Super Saiyan 5. Is he wrong? Goku guesses he could say that. Back at King Kai's, the deity congratulates them on a great job. Which Goku replies that it was an excellent exercise. But ultimately, they didn't find out anything more about who this guy is or where he came from. The Kaio chortles that after all this time, it's really true that there's nobody left to compete with the Saiyan on equal terms. With it now obvious that Goku is the strongest warrior the universe will ever see, his world would finally know eternal peace. That's what we could say, but reality is not so simple. Although Goku and his friends couldn't imagine this for even a moment, but in a few months an enemy far more terrible would come to shake his world. An unprecedented fear and despair is about to hit planet Earth, the legendary Super Saiyan.